When you make the choice to recover from narcissistic abuse, I suggest you use fitness as you do so. Narcissistic abuse, first and foremost, is something that I feel like is one of the hardest things you can work through. It really damages your mind. It really leaves mental scars that are really hard to come from and work from. I got it. I understand that how it can give you brain fog and how it can really keep you clouded from trying to figure out solutions, because you keep in that loop that I've always mentioned in my videos, that mental loop that you stay dealing with narcissistic abuse because you don't really trust yourself. A lot of this after that happens is you just not trusting yourself. You're not believing in yourself. You're not thinking you're capable without the validation of them. One thing that I can tell you, using fitness will help you recover a lot faster from it because it gives you a sense of purpose, a sense of self. You didn't have purpose dealing with your narcissist in those situations. You didn't know what your purpose was because you was confused yourself. But doing this in fitness and taking care of yourself, I promise you the journey of recovery from this is going to be a lot faster and also benefit you in the long run. Narcissistic abuse is something that is really powerful for manipulation purposes only, straight up. Mess with your head, mess with your desire to want to connect with more people afterwards. I got it, I understand. A lot of that connection that you don't want to have is because you don't even know how to connect with yourself. That's really what that is. And when you start to take fitness serious, when you start to get in the gym and work on self, because your body is an extension of your mind. What you think about is what you will feel. So if you don't feel like you're better and you look good and whatever the case may have you, then you're gonna always think as such. It's one and the same, to be honest with you. Getting through narcissistic abuse doesn't have to be as difficult as it may seem, as it is to some. You just have to really find purpose. And you can find purpose in fitness. You really can. When I went through my situation and I got my membership, it was mainly to really focus on something else. I was tired of trying to find conclusions and solutions to situations that I can't do without the input of that individual. My thing was, I was never going to get those answers anyway. As you all know, we all still got unanswered questions and situations dealing with narcissists. I got it, but I wanted to stop thinking about that. I wanted to stop feeling less than and feeling like I just lacked. I was tired of hearing all the nonsense, so I wanted to finally tell myself that I can feel better about myself and believe in myself. So I got in the gym. I've always wanted to do it, and I always wanted to really take it serious. I could never take it serious at the time because of being caught up in the chaos. I could never be consistent as I wanted to be. One thing I started to notice about my journey in fitness was I started to become more aware of what I needed to do to hit a PR, what I needed to do to see results every single week, every single month, and I found my purpose. I started to discover self. I started to rely on self more because hitting these small goals and these small, achievements, it just built up that confidence over time. It's that daily deposit is what I'm saying, that compound effect. I don't know if you guys have read that book or not, but I read that book. I recommend that book, The Compound Effect. You put in the daily necessary deposits in order to get the desired outcome. And you have to do it. You have to be reliant on self. You have to desire this for self because you want it that bad. What you wanted that bad with them, you didn't have full control of because you only got a 50% control of what you do. You don't have control of the relationship, but you have control of how you have the relationship with yourself afterwards. That's the thing you have control of. So with that in mind, the event that you lost self, that's a lot to unpack, but it's doable. And I'm telling you, fitness can really do that for you. And as I progressed during this, man, as I was going to the gym and as I was going, I started to become more consistent with the gym, going to different gyms, just trying different gyms. But like at the beginning of my process, it really helped me get through situations. Like, I'm not gonna hold you. I'm not gonna sit here and act like I wasn't thinking about what had happened to me, while I'm working out. But it also gave me that umph, that effort, that desire to continue to go. I'm working from this because I want to get stronger. I was taking those negative emotions to push me and propel me to stay consistent with this because I said that I was going to do it. I've always wanted to do this for myself. My brain transformed. Your brain will transform over time once you accept that when you go into the gym, to put your body through this necessary physical trauma, if you rather. It just sends the message to your mind that you need to focus on this because you're choosing this. You see what I'm saying? When you was choosing the trauma to deal with the narcissist, you wasn't getting nothing back. You was putting a lot in, not getting nothing back. In fitness, what you put in is what you get out. You see what I'm saying? That's the correlation that I'm trying to make with how it can help you on your recovery journey through fitness. That's the biggest thing. The results of me doing this, when I say, and I can't stress to you enough, that I don't even worry about those situations. I don't even think about it. If I'm not mistaken, yes, I've ran into the individual a couple times and it didn't faze me. I didn't think twice. I don't care. I'm too worried about my Lamborghini, my body. You should be worried about your Lamborghini, your body. Like that's what you should. When you're focused on what matters, that's the thing about fitness that it will teach you. It will teach you to focus on what matters, what's important, what you can control and what you can't control. What you can control is the kind of food that you put into your mouth and digest in order to get results. What you can control is how often you use your body and quit being about fitness and change your perspective and just go to the gym so that you can eventually get through this narcissistic abuse loophole that you got in your mind, sitting on the couch, worried about something you have no control of. That's what I'm saying about fitness. Like this will push and propel you forward from thinking about these situations. And even if you think you don't need fitness, no, you need fitness. You need this body, this one body, these wheels to last. You need these wheels to last till they fall off. You can't go buy another body. Like I've always said, you can't replace this. You can buy his hat over and over, his shirt over and over, all that. But a body, no, stop it. You feel what I'm saying? But outside of that, you will get over the narcissist. You will get over the new supply. You don't, listen, I'm gonna say something like this and I'm gonna say it just like this. When you start to level up your body, I'm telling you this right now, people notice, and best believe it's going back to your narcissistic individual that you was with. It's getting back to them straight up. And the new supply see it too. You know, if you want to keep it 1,000, I'm not trying to make it sound like that, but it is like that because this kind of stuff goes. This is something when you start to work on you and your body, and it's when you're making that choice. Understand that it's a small percent of humans on this earth that really want to do that. Most people don't want to do this, but when you do that, it's something about the switch you click in your mind that I have to become better. I have to be better than this. I have to get through this. You know, it's a spiritual journey too at the same time because you connect more with spirit as well. But that's a whole different video. Reclaim your identity from dealing with this kind of abuse. I mean that from the bottom of my heart. You have to reclaim your identity. You have to rediscover self. You're going to spend a lot more time trying to find self if you don't just start this journey now, straight up. You can find self not going through fitness, you know, coming from this abuse, but I'm just saying this for this video purposes and to help you if you're watching it. This can help you get through this straight up. This is gonna help you get over that hump, that narcissistic breakup, the one that was messy, the toxic one, the one that made you feel less than, all of that. Yes, this fitness thing is gonna help you lift yourself up. Lifting weights up will help you lift yourself up, will help you lift up your self-esteem, will help you lift up your self-confidence, will help you believe that you can do whatever it is you want to do despite whatever they've always said, despite what you've always been through. This is what fitness is for. This is what it does to people. If you let it connect with you and your body and your soul the way that it needs to, I promise you the recovery journey from narcissistic abuse is going to be a lot easier. You're not going to care about a lot of situations that you're sitting caring about right now. And you know what I mean? You won't have to think about it because you understand what's more important. What you eat, how active you are, how you are with the people who love you. That's what's more important. And fitness can teach you all of that. Just be more active, just lift weights, just go to the gym, just eat right, bro, sis. I'm telling you, when you start to do these things over time, this is going to stack up. Not only will you get through the abuse, like get through the mental hurdles, you're gonna build so much self-confidence, so much self-esteem. It's unreal to me. You're gonna have so much certainty about self. It's unreal. If you ask anybody about this fitness thing, they're gonna tell you about how certain they feel of stuff. Even if things may feel uncertain, you just feel like you have a capableness about what you're doing because you found purpose. You have purpose. You know what you can. If you can go to the gym and mold your body as such, you can build a lot of. You can build something else. You know what I mean? Like it's a hand-in-hand situation. That's why I always tell. Like I said, the abuse in your mind fades away. That's the biggest thing and the biggest key, because you will live with this in your mind for the rest of your life if you don't just work through the problem using fitness. Yes, don't run away from those negative thoughts. Use those negative thoughts to get over the hump, push you forward, push you hard. You know, like I said, my situation, I didn't want to deal with it anymore. It bothered me how I felt. I didn't want to deal with how I felt anymore. I wanted to make myself feel better, so I got into the gym and made myself feel better. And here I am making a video telling you that this can really help you because it helped me. If you're somebody who's looking for revenge on the narcissist, the best thing you can do is just be better afterwards and let them be. Simple as that. Because most of the time, like we've always done, most of us at least, we'll still have situations with the narcissist even after the breakup. Like, all I'm saying is just separate yourself. When you start to work for better and do better for self, you're naturally not going to care about these little petty situations that want to get a reaction out of you. You know how they can be. They want to get a reaction and they want to see if you still react and give them the attention and or supply they're looking for out of you. Like, get off that. Give your energy to yourself. Give your energy to people who love you. Give your energy on becoming better. Get on this gym. Focus. Get your body in. You feel what I'm saying? Get your body right. Get your body together. It's the time to do it. If you're going through something like this right now, the time to do it right now is getting to the gym. This is not. Don't let what someone else said about you stop you from keeping consistent and keep seeing yourself in a brand new body that you want to be in that mirror every single day. Don't let what has happened to you hinder you any longer on what you want to do for self, especially when it comes to this fitness. You have one body. Take it serious. Straight up. Like, I can't say this any clearer. Take it serious, because you need this body you need these wheels to last until they fall off. You know what I mean? Your identity is you and what you believe in you. That's your identity. Don't let what the person that you was in love with tell you who you are. As you're going through this whole recovery journey, be very mindful. Your abuse doesn't have to shape your identity. It does not. Don't let it. I advise you, I recommend to you, don't let your abuse shape your identity and be who somebody has said who you should be and how you should be and what you don't believe in about yourself. Catch yourself, change your perspective, hop in the gym. I promise you, when you start to pay attention to the things you start to eat and you really start to like track these PRs in the gym and how often you're going and the results that you get, and clothes start fitting better and people start noticing, I promise you, narcissistic abuse is gonna fall straight off your shoulder. And anybody else that ever brings the situation that you went through who was there, it ain't even gonna phase you and trigger you that it like how you know what I'm saying about how it can trigger you. When people bring it up, it ain't even gonna phase you. You're not even gonna think, you're gonna be like, oh, I went through that. Because you went through a year of working out and changing your body, so you're gonna think, oh, I went through something so simple. It's gonna fall off your shoulder, I promise you. The recovery journey starts with you, and it starts with the work. That's all that I can really stress to you, the work of focusing on self. Get in the gym, find self. I'm only saying it like this because it worked for me. I'm not saying you can't do other things to help you recover from narcissistic abuse, but the gym is going to do a good deal of help. I promise you. I'm going to keep it 1,000 with you. Comment below and tell me how your fitness journey is going right now. I definitely want to hear from you. I hope this message finds you well. I'm Fonzie Murph, and I'm out. Peace.